Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. I have two amazing guests today. They're both fellow Rotarians. One of them, Bill Beckham with the Woody Foundation. Bill is with the Rotary Club of Coral Gables, my club. And we've got Lori Kahn with the South Miami Rotary Club. And both of them have great upcoming events that you're going to learn about today. But first, I need to thank our show sponsor, South Florida PBS. And there are some amazing things coming up on South Florida PBS during your events, but maybe a little after. On Saturday, February 26th, there are two great shows, one after the other. There's a concert beginning at 8 p.m. with Natalie Cole. And remember the time that Natalie Cole and her Nat King Cole had that recording and they did a duo after he passed away? Well, one of the concerts is all of Natalie Cole singing all of Nat King Cole's songs, and then the duet. That's part of it. And then coming up right after that is a show on the soul legends from the 1970s and 80s with the Temptations, cool. Marvin Gaye, Gladys Knight, the Pips. I'm telling you, great concerts coming up, and it's all on WPBT. So look for that. And now, thank you, South Florida PBS, for sponsoring. And let's start with Bill Beckham, the Woody Foundation, doing great work in our community. Tell us a little bit about the Woody Foundation first, why it started, and then we'll talk about what's coming up because you have a lot of events.
We do, Gloria. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And the Woody Foundation started in 2011, shortly after my son was injured in a rugby match where he broke his neck. And fortunately, the folks at Jackson Memorial were able to, save him, I guess is the best way you might put it. And then they rehabbed him for 3 months before he was able to come home. And, that we were getting a lot of support from family and friends. And we had people wanted to help. So all of a sudden, within a 4-month period, we had already started our first inaugural event called the Lionfish Bash. And that was to help Jackson Rehab Hospital, who was at the time was struggling. That was when things weren't so rosy over at Jackson Memorial, and they really needed help. And so from there, then it became the Lobster Feast. Then it became a golf tournament called the Woody Golf Classic. And then it became Woody Stock. So those are our 4 signature events of how we raise money. And then we partner with different organizations on giving back the money and then, all to help people cope with disability, from spinal cord injuries.
Right. So on the 28th, you have the Lobster Fest,
right,
at Coral Reef
Yacht Club.
And so you're almost sold out. So if anybody was listening today and wanted to buy a ticket, is there 1 or 2 seats left? Are there?
Well, if you still can go online to woodyfoundation.org, as of Saturday, I know we still had about 10 seats left. So we're going to have pushing about 200 people.
Wow.
And we are going to go ahead and take it off the website either later today or tomorrow. So, and then after that, you'll have to call and you'd have to get on a waiting list, whatever. So,
kind of thing,
but fortunately, we have some great sponsors who bring tables, and then we have individuals that, support the cause as well. It's a hefty charge, relatively but it's a beautiful lobster dinner and an excellent setting, and everything comes with it. And obviously you're supporting an awesome cause. So,
and if you can't go, you can always go online and make a donation, right?
To the woodyfoundation.org.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
And Woody and your son is amazing. What a great kid. He's one of my favorites. I'm telling you, every time I see him, he's such an inspiration.
Well, that's the main reason that we got the support we did right off. he was gung-ho that he was going to beat this and that he's going to walk during his lifetime. And, he's in a chair now. And, but the great news is once he gets in the chair every morning, he's good to go. And he's good to go for the rest of the day. And he wheels around all over Miami-Dade, spends a fair amount of time in Coconut Grove where he lives.
Yeah,
But,
right.
but
That's
he'll get
good.
on Metro Rail, go wherever he wants. He has a job, disability rehab
Is that right?
center. Yep.
Mhm.
And he's a great spokesperson.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
so, we're proud of
A
him.
true inspiration.
And as an
And good for
inspiration.
you for what a wonderful family, and you've got wonderful friends. And
Well,
of
thank
course,
you. Thank you.
So, but okay, so after that, you have the golf tournament, right?
The golf tournament is called the Woody Golf Classic. And we used to have a real, tournament on a golf course, but COVID sort of halted that. So we came up with the idea of Top Golf. And so we were still able to get a competition going, 2 competitions, in fact, whereas we used to only have 1. So we still have a team concept of the team members that get the best score. And then we have an individual round as well. And of course, there's food and drinks and everything else and prizes.
Is it the Top Golf on Doral?
Absolutely.
On the 100 and whatever.
137th Avenue, right.
Right. Yeah.
Just west of the Turnpike, right.
137.
Well, it may not be. It's way out west, yeah. And just off 836, yes.
It's like 117th, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No, because I go by.
Yeah.
I live in Doral,
Okay,
so I go by there all the time.
So, but anyway, you can go online there as well.
Yeah.
And sign up.
That sounds like fun, though.
It is.
How much is it? Do you come? Do you do foursomes just like you do for?
Yeah, for a foursome, it's $1,000. For an individual, I think it's $250 or $300. I can't remember the exact amount. So,
well, just like a regular tournament, only different.
But and of course, the way it works at Top Golf.
Have you ever been to Top Golf?
I have.
I mean, they're giving you a drink or they're feeding you, the whole way through. So
that's sweet.
And you don't have to be the greatest golfer. they have it set up for you can hit it 50 yards or you can hit it 350,
So do you get like kind of handicaps?
Well, you get points. You hit in, depending on how close you get to the circle, that's where you get the most points.
Oh, I see.
And then then the further out the circle is, you get extra points.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you still got to be a skilled golfer, but you don't have to be, you don't have to be perfect.
Okay, so we need to get a bunch of Rotarians to support his next event. Doesn't it sound good?
It is. It is.
Okay, so now let's give Gloria a chance. Gloria is the co-chair of the South Miami Rotary Art Festival, which is so much fun, and it's free.
We are so excited.
As opposed to your events, it's free. So tell me, you're getting it. Well, we just came up, we're just coming off the Coconut Grove. So you're getting a lot of good artists that are already in town, right?
And we are really blessed to see incredible artists every year at the South Miami Rotary Art Festival. We were out for a year, so we are super excited to get this show literally back on the road. Yeah. We see about 30,000 to 60,000 people over 2 days in the city of South Miami. So we're excited for our businesses to have some foot traffic and for people to be able to see the art, enjoy the music during the day. And also just to see our great shops and restaurants in the community. We are really excited about it.
And you have plenty of great parking because it's on
plenty of great parking
over the weekend.
Accessible through Metro Rail.
Right
Across the street from the South Miami Metro Rail station.
Right.
And there's free parking.
Free parking?
There's free parking for artists.
It's never free.
We have to take care of our artists. We do. We have to take care of our artists. But there is nearby. There's also the South Miami train station where people can park. But it's just going to be a great time.
On the other side of the highway.
There are several parking garages in the area
that you can.
There are.
So there's some good parking.
There's good parking. It's not
even
too much of a struggle. It's a busy day and it's exciting. We have on Saturday we have extended hours. We have jazz music all day long, Saturday and Sunday. But on Saturday night, we actually stay open till 8:00. We have drinks at the drinks booth. And we have just a great night of togetherness for the community and relaxing. All the money that's raised through the festival goes to fund many different programs here in South Florida, we fund several scholarships, college scholarships,
Right.
as well as community education programs for kids. We do
That's good.
nutrition programs. We did hunger relief during the summer and during pandemic.
Mm.
And we also do some gang prevention and just really exciting stuff
That's good.
coming up.
So tell me, where are you all meeting now? Are you still online, or
We
how's
have
that
been
working?
meeting via Zoom.
Yeah.
We just had our first sort of social event 2 weeks ago, and we're trying to get back to normal. We're getting there slowly.
Yeah. Do you have a
But-
place to meet for lunch?
We had been
Yeah.
meeting at the Elks Lodge. We have not
I know,
done
yeah.
the lunches again. We have
Yeah.
been doing Zoom over lunch. So everybody plugs in via Zoom. You know, it's the,
Yeah. it's not
what
the
we've
same.
learned. It's not the same.
Yeah.
What we've learned to kind of get by over the pandemic, but we are working on getting back to our at least once a month, getting social, getting to see each other and reconnect. And that's one of the reasons we're so excited to bring the festival back in person, because we haven't seen each other in person for so long, and everyone is so hungry to get out there.
Well, Bill and I belong to the Rotary Club of Coral Gables, and we meet at the Hyatt on the second and fourth Thursday of every month. So you are welcomed to meet people and come join us, right, Bill?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
love it. We would love
So,
to.
and
Have
we-
some great speakers as well.
Yeah, we
Excellent.
do. We have Ted Deffenbacher speaking this week. So if you're not doing anything on Thursday,
Place to be.
and you even get to order what you want. You have a choice.
What
Usually
time
the
is it?
choice of a
Is
salad
it lunch?
at noon. Yeah, at noon. So yeah, we're always looking for like you are, new
Yes.
members, and of course when you don't meet in person, it's hard.
It is hard.
It's really hard. So meeting,
Yeah.
and when we meet the second and fourth Thursday, we also Zoom it. So because we have some
Gotcha.
people who are older who can't, get
Mhm.
out and be there.
Want to be safe.
So even people out of town, if you're traveling, you can still come to our Rotary meetings.
Yeah,
So
that's one of the
there's
benefits.
no excuse for.
That's
I was
right.
gonna
That's
say
one
there's
of the
no
benefits.
excuse. We're not perfect attendance,
Yeah.
right? So, tell me who else is involved? Who you're co-chair, but who else is involved?
Gosh, we have a committee of about 12 people. Our
Mhm.
co-chairs, there's actually 5 of us.
Yeah.
Kevin Grace, he's the executive director over at the Miami Learning Experience School, an
yeah.
incredible guy. Lisa Carson, Flavia, and Frankie Berti.
Fabio Berti with
Mhm.
Equipods.
Yes, with
Yeah.
Equipause. And, we have such a great time connecting and making everything happen, but also all the great folks in Rotary.
Are you still painting the street?
We already did it. Done.
Get out.
And it was a miracle because,
Tell us about that. Because
it-
most people don't know that.
it is a trip. So it was really tricky this year. We've had everything in storage now for 2 years. So, and we've had everything in storage for 2 years. So some of the things went missing. We had to, at the last minute,
No.
yes, at the last minute, our hero, Victor Dover, built a whole new measuring apparatus for us to use, which he's such a champion. He did that for us. And he
What
and
time do
Marty
you do that? In the middle of the night, right?
at 4 a.m. And we had a last minute worry because it was supposed to rain. It actually torrentially poured that night. And so we were concerned about maybe rescheduling
when
it.
did
We're
you
going to
do
have
it?
12 people come out. Well, we said, let's just push through because it looks like rain for the rest of the week too. So let's just see if we can do it. My husband went out to help. He got home and he said it was a miracle. The rain came down the minute we packed everything into the cars.
No.
Yes. 4 a.m. They're out there painting
But
100
it
spots.
didn't wash the paint
They got
away
the
or
paint
anything?
on there, and then after the paint, it
Pretty
was
sweet.
literally a miracle. It was a gift.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a gift.
Yeah.
We know it's meant to be. We're
There
excited
you
about
go,
the art
there you go,
festival,
yeah.
getting back out there.
Yeah.
And, getting through all of the sort of red tape that has come with the pandemic, we feel like if we can get through this year,
you can
we
do
can get
anything.
through any year. So we are
Yeah.
really excited to see
I'm sure
everyone.
you felt the same way about during 2020. And
Mm.
how did you deal with?
Well, again, our sponsors were the big help there.
Who are
They
your
still-
sponsors? Tell me your spot. You
Well,
both need to tell me about
Yes.
your
Let me tell you
sponsors.
about the sponsors for the lobster feast.
Yeah.
Is leading off the charge is our title sponsor, which is
Got to remember.
Firestone Capital Group, led by Anthony Pop,
Uh-huh.
and he's also on our committee.
Oh, nice.
Rick Tonkinson of
course, Rick.
Tonkinson Financial and
He's great.
his family foundation. They're
Fellow
our
Rotarian too.
Nice.
our lobster sponsors.
Uh-huh.
NEA Insurance, who I work for, is
Okay.
our one of our sponsors as well, and we have several others. Those are our lead sponsors.
Yeah.
And want to thank them for stepping up
Absolutely.
as they have in the past and continue. So, but going back to, during the pandemic, we really didn't have any sponsors drop out. So,
That's
when
wonderful.
when you kept the sponsorship, and even though you didn't have the event, we didn't have the golf event in 2020. We were fortunate on the lobster. Literally, we had it, 2 weeks before pandemic really set
Yeah.
in.
So you just
And-
lucked out.
Yeah. So we were able to have it, in 2021. We, spaced it out, but and had fewer people,
Mhm.
but we were still able to,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
And so we've been able to continue. The golf
The golf tournament didn't
tournament
work
was the
out.
only one we had to,
Yeah, really.
take a
little
hiatus
break.
on,
Yeah.
and it, then bounce back as we
I
told
know
you.
Safe Haven had their golf tournament, but they had, you couldn't be a shotgun start. So that was the
Right.
difference.
So
And now
that
coming
is the
up-
reason we went to Top Golf. That's exactly the reason, because
Oh,
you want to
yeah.
have the camaraderie
Yeah.
after the tournament,
Yeah.
and when you do Top Golf, you can have the camaraderie during the entire tournament,
Yeah.
plus, at the end. That's
Yeah.
exactly why we
Yeah. Well, now
switched
they're
out.
back to the shotgun start
Yeah,
when in
yeah,
May,
yeah.
but
Well,
that'll give them
we
time.
learned
yeah.
that, we
Well-
did lose a few people. We lost some of the purists
Hmm.
that
Sure.
wanted a real golf tournament, but
Yeah.
we're having, we're
As long as
pretty
you can
much-
raise money.
we're
what the heck?
we're all about raising money and having fun, and then obviously giving to all different types of charities in
Organizations
South
that are making
Florida.
a
In fact-
difference,
in fact,
yeah.
if you don't mind, if I could list some of those, we've given out
Yeah, sure.
over 1.1 million.
Talk about the
since
one
our
for
start.
talk about the one for this one. The one on the,
Okay, so for this
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
is going to be the Sabrina Cohen Foundation that we were talking about earlier before
Yeah,
we got
right.
on air.
Yeah.
And Sabrina Cohen is doing an awesome job on Miami Beach and getting the disabled to the water on the inflated tires, and it's just quite a scene. She does it. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 times a month. I'm not exactly
Has
sure.
Woody tried it?
Oh yeah, Woody's tried it.
awesome.
Oh, yeah. Woody, he's always into whatever's going on.
Whatever's going on. Yeah. He doesn't
And
miss a
they're
trick.
doing an excellent job of getting over there, and they've now been able to secure land from Metro-Dade County on a long-term lease. I want to say 99 years, but whatever it
Oh,
is. And they're looking to put up a building over there, and we were one of the first ones that committed $100,000 towards that. And
Wow.
and then
That's
also
awesome,
we're
Bill.
supporting them in addition, because they still got to run the operation. So we're, that takes time and effort and money. So we're also supporting them during the course of the year. And in particular, they are our co-sponsor, not co-sponsor, our beneficiary
Yeah.
of the lobster feast. So
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've got South Miami Bank
Yes.
That-
First National Bank of
First-
South Miami.
that has been supporting and
for
presenting this
years.
forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They support us in kind. They support the.
They even opened up the lobby. Are they
They
still
open
opening
up the lobby as our headquarters.
Exactly.
It's incredible. It's
Yeah.
incredible. They really are community heroes. And then also Williamson Cadillac is one of our
Chorus
premier
is ju-
sponsors.
Oh, they're great.
Cutco is a sponsor with us as well, and FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Association.
Oh, really?
These are our premier sponsors there on
Mhm.
site that day. We also have a new sponsor called Liquor Split, which is exciting. It's a wholesale online service that you can use to buy alcohol. Just
Oh,
have
really?
it delivered to
And
your
it's
house.
wholesale?
It's wholesale.
Sweet.
It's incredible. It's incredible. So we're excited. We're excited and so thankful for our sponsors to make
So
all this happen.
are they all setting up booths at your
Yes,
event?
all of
yeah.
them, all of them
Yeah.
will be there represented. Wait a second. I almost forgot about one of our besties, South Miami Hospital.
Oh my gosh,
South Miami
yeah, they've got
Hospital.
your medical
Yes,
station, right?
they have our first aid station, and they actually last time they brought a massage therapist there, and they did free massage for people.
Nice.
And they have really great little giveaways. It's an incredible day.
Yeah, yeah. So tell us about the time for yours.
So the artists will be presenting from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday, with our extended hours of music and drinks from 6 to 8:30
On Saturday,
on Saturday. Yes,
but not
thank
on
you.
Sunday.
Correct.
Okay.
On Saturday
Yeah.
night.
So a good time. So Saturday, hang out at South Miami, and then go to Lobster Fest on Monday.
On Monday,
That's
starting
right.
at 6:30.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Miami's
Yeah.
got it
Last day of February. Hard to believe, huh?
It's gone
Gosh,
fast.
it's gone fast. Yeah. So, and then coming up, well, since we're all Rotarians, we need to get everybody involved. Apparently in April now, our Rotary Club is doing our chili cook-off. So we need to start working on that one too.
Excited
So,
about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me, what your club, do you have anything else planned coming up?
Right now, we are working on a program with Branches, South Miami. We have
What is Branches? Explain that.
Branches South Miami is a local faith-based after-school program and family outreach program.
Okay.
We serve working class kids here in the community who need and deserve a very high quality, cost-free program. We are located out of the Elks Lodge. We're so thankful for the Elks, the South Miami Elks.
Oh, so there's another connection. It's also where you used to have
we're
your
all
luncheons.
Connected.
Did you ever go to the luncheons there?
No, I did not.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that funny?
Yeah,
It's really
no,
funny how it all comes together.
It's really close.
And so
Yeah.
there's an artist who will be presenting at the South Miami Rotary Art Festival who actually specializes in illustration, and he's going to be working with the kids for a 12-week program through the Rotary to help kids understand gang violence and raise awareness in the community through the kids, so that the kids can avoid those pitfalls. Just really incredible.
That's great.
It is. It's special.
Yeah.
It's special.
There's so many good things that are happening in our community. And of course, Rotary, both our Rotary clubs are so good about supporting it.
Yep.
You know,
Sure are.
you know, I'm also with the Coral Gables Women's Club, and we have a dental clinic for needy children, but it's something that everybody supports too, because they're taking kids from all over Miami-Dade County. But yeah, so, but Rotary has stuff coming up. They have workshops and all kind of stuff. So if anybody out there is looking to provide service above self, which is what our Rotary motto, you can go to South Miami Rotary, Coral Gables Rotary, Miami Rotary. There are so many Rotary clubs around, but they're just great service organizations. What's your favorite project that you've ever done with Rotary?
The South Miami Rotary Art Festival. I hate to do it.
Obvious
it's too
for you.
easy
How
of an
about-
answer, but
Yeah, but how about you?
Well, back when they had it going, I did like the golf tournament, and then that's morphed into the helicopter
Drop.
And but you know, I really like the one upcoming in the circle as well. I think that's a great one.
Oh, the
community.
chili cook-off.
Chili
is
cook-off,
so
thank you.
much fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just need to get a lot of chefs out, and you know, when you're off for like 2 years, it's like vamping it. You know, we just kept
Starting
postponing. Yeah.
Right.
that's how it's been. And I don't know if people know that Rotary is local, it's state, it's national, but it's also international.
Yeah.
And so Rotary, some of Rotary's causes: ending polio, promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water, supporting education, serving mothers and children, growing local economies, protecting the environment, disaster response. It's pretty incredible what Rotary does.
Well, the great thing is we just had that golf ball drop, and people bought tickets for the golf ball drop, and you get a number on a golf ball, and they drop it out of a helicopter onto the Biltmore Golf Course. And then if your number gets picked up, you win great prizes. And that money goes to Polio Plus, right?
Right.
And then when we give money to the International Foundation, I don't know, you ultimately get it back for your community. but you
Isn't
give
that
it, they keep
incredible?
it for 3 years, and then you get it back, your district, and to distribute, doing great works. So that's one of the ways that a lot of us are able to leverage
Mhm.
our
Keep
gifts.
the investments going.
Yeah, yeah. So so amazing. So what else?
Well, let me tell you about some other upcoming events.
Well, do that.
So we after the lobster feast here, we'll have the Woody Golf Classic.
Where's that going to be?
It's going to be at Top Golf out in West Miami, off of the Turnpike. The new Top Golf. It's only been there about 3 years. You see the big nets when you drive by.
Yeah, you
And it's a
can't
lot
miss
of
them.
fun. You
So
play
much fun.
golf. But it's not really playing golf. You're hitting balls, and you're eating and drinking, and having a good time with friends and competing against others. And again, for the great cause, we give our money there. We co-share it with the Bonacani Fund to cure paralysis.
Okay, yeah.
And so that's been a big winner. We that's our 11th. This will be our 11th with one year of hiccup that we talked about. And
It's fantastic.
then after that, we will have the Lionfish Bash in
Explain that.
June. Well, it started out
Yeah.
the first year where we had good friends that had friends on Bimini, and we literally transported Woody, paralyzed, in a boat 4.5 months after injury.
Get out.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And he was a big boater. He was a big diver.
Want to get back on that water.
And those proceeds all went to the Jackson Rehab rehabilitation, which now, if for those who don't know, they're literally christening a brand new hospital, Jackson Rehab Hospital, from a generous donation from Christine Lynn and a lot of others.
Wow.
So that's
Where's that going to be?
the christening's in April.
Oh.
I mean, the hospital's already up and running. It's just that it came up and running right when the pandemic started.
But is
So they didn't have the grand opening.
Is it the new?
It's literally, it's brand new. It's right off of 12th Avenue. If you went into the main entrance, it would be just to the north of that,
Oh, okay.
right off of 12th Avenue.
Yeah.
And it has its own entrance off of 12th
Okay.
Avenue. So anyway,
Awesome.
whatever. We have supported them since day one. Obviously, they were, what was amazing is we were able to, you think you have to have all this sophisticated equipment, and all they really needed were, little hand tools to try to
Oh, for
help
the hand therapy. Yeah.
to help
Yeah.
people with their therapy
Uh-huh.
and to learn how to adapt. That's what you're learning.
Right.
So our little $25,000 donation was able to, which then has increased from there, was really able to help them significantly at a time when they
bet.
really needed it.
Okay.
So that, so then we do there. I'm sorry.
We're wrapping. No, we're just.
Okay. Next is we have the Woody.
You've got 30
Woody
seconds.
Stock.
We got 30 seconds.
Okay, Woody Stock is in December, and it's on Fuller Street in downtown Coconut Grove. We have a band, and you can come out and have a great time. And that helps with all the hand devices that we give out. Comes in this nice little pack that we hand out to people that qualify, and it's got
cool.
hand tools in there. And Woody helped design some of these hand tools. He's had an engineering background, things like cups, things like a cover for your wheelchair so
Right.
you can put things, store
Excellent.
them, keychain, all sorts of things that, you and I
Great.
take for granted. So that comes up later in the year.
Okay.
And thank you.
Thank you both so much for coming.
been a pleasure.
It's just a fun 30 minutes. Again, thank you to South Florida PBS. Be sure and check out the with WPBT on February 26th, the two great shows with Natalie Cole and then the Soul Legends. Should be a lot of fun. Have a great week. Come out to South Florida, South Miami Rotary
Art Festival.
February
February 26th,
and
27th.
Lobster Fest, and have a great week.